Greetings traders, hope you're good. Today I will be doing an outlook on one of the trades that we took this week on EURGBP. Why am I choosing EURGBP? Because EURGBP literally consolidated for like a week. All it did is push, go back to the zone, push, go back to the zone, but it never ever decided to take our external low to show some continuation of price going to the downside. So I did share signals, but I never got to explain in a video on why we were selling EURGBP so much. But on this video, I will be sharing why we sold EURGBP and why I still believe EURGBP will be going to the downside. So let's get into it. So if you remember, I told you that whenever we analyze, we need a POI. Not only a POI, but a point of interest whereby we will put our orders with trust, knowing exactly that if price manipulate that POI, that setup is invalidated. So let me try explaining how we'll be able to get our POI. If you remember on our last video, I told you that I use a QM as a POI, and then from my QM point of interest, that's where I literally look for an order flow. Doesn't matter what kind of an order flow are we looking at, it depends on what kind of a setup are we looking at. So on this situation, we were looking at a reversal. How are we able to find this reversal? Let me get into the chart. So if we can literally take a clean look, price broke this area here. We had a higher high here. We had a higher high here. Price broke it, going to the upside. And then from there on, it changed character. So as I told you that after this change of character here, that's not enough. The most important thing that we are looking for is for price to come back and retrace back to this zone here. There was an order block here. Price retraced back to this zone, and then from there on it swept this liquidity. After sweeping this liquidity, it there on changed character here. After price has changed character here, we waited for price to create liquidity. We know if you can spot the liquidity, you are the liquidity. So the change of character that was created here formed this trendline liquidity. So a lot of traders who were trading this trend line made a lot of money, hence they were selling here. They made a lot of money, but we knew that that's what we are looking for this POI to be valid. So remember, I said we need the first step, the second step, and now we're waiting for the third step, which is this one here. So it literally took like a full week for us to have a clean setup. As price created the first step, secondly created the second step, which is refining, and then thirdly it's collecting the orders, which is exactly around this area here. We collected the orders here. That's when we were collecting the orders. From there on, we started distributing, changing character exactly here. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. We changed character exactly around this area here, and then we collected orders here. Let me just take out this thing. We collected orders exactly here. That's when our order flow started. Then we changed character again. Sorry, no, we broke structure as we already have changed character. We broke structure as a continuation, and then from there on we sold. I remember last week we sold here. As a continuation of the order flow, price did what again? It broke structure once again here, and then from there on it left an order block exactly around this area here. Price collected these first orders here. We sold, but it failed to take out the external. Knowing exactly where the market goes is very important. You have to have the bias. No matter what the market does, if you have the bias, you are not supposed to be afraid, because you know if ever price decides to sweep your bias, it means your bias is not strong enough to be going where it's supposed to be going. So on this situation, we can see that our bias is very strong as it has aligned with everything that we trade, which is the QM here, the refinement, and the change of character that was created by the PDH. On the daily time frame, there's a PDH here. There's a PDH exactly around this area, and then this is a change of character here on the hourly time frame. We instantly collected orders starting with our bearish order flow. The most important thing that we are talking about here is us taking orders exactly here, not once but 3 times. We collected the first orders here, and then we collected the second orders here. Lastly, we collected these orders here. So now the question is, will price take out this main external low here? We are not sure. We don't know whether price is going to take that external low or not. We don't know. All we do is trust the process and wait on the market to see if it's going to take out that low. That's why I've been saying that patience is the only thing that differentiate pro traders and beginners in this game. All that we have to do is have patience on the market, let it play. All you have to do is manage your trades, not only managing your trades but also closing partials. There's no need of you to wait like a clean 1:5. You can take your trades exactly here at 1:3 partials, and then take more partials at 1:4, and then hold straight to 1:5 or 1:6. It depends on what's your max RR. But on my side, my max RR is 1:5. Once price taps my 1:5, I mostly don't hesitate to closing my trade. Greed is one of the most accept concepts that breaks a lot of traders. But one thing that I know is that if ever we carry on following the bias, there's a high chance that this external low here is gonna have a break. A simple recap: we changed character here, we collected orders, and it's not just a change of character. Remember, I told you that this is a PDH on the daily time frame here. Previous daily high, it was swept exactly around this area. And on our left side here, we have the POI, the three phases that I told you, the two phases that I told you about. 1, 2, making this one the third one, making this one the third one. So you need a POI before you can use this PDH as an entry mode. You need a POI, and a huge POI, like a higher time frame POI, so that you can have a clean bias and a clean an order flow in the market. So this one, we call it a simple bearish order flow. So now the question that you are asking yourself, where are we going? I'm just gonna tap here on the daily time frame. We are simply going here. So I'm expecting price to take out this level here and then continue with the order flow. If this movement is not enough to hit this low, we are expecting price to come again once it has broke here, to come to this 4-hour order block here, to this 4-hour order block here. Price will create this one as a 4-hour order block. We'll be looking to take our entries here. We'll be looking to take our entries exactly here on this 4-hour order block here. Once price breaks this area here, once price breaks this area, we are looking for a clean retest here as a continuation going to the downside. That's all you have to do. Remember, you don't have to trade each and every movement in the market. All you have to do is wait for the market to come to you, and once the market has came to you, you put the calculated risk on that trade, and then you let the market do its own thing. Not every move is supposed to be a successful move or a move to make you a millionaire. Nah, that's not how it is. This is a game of patience. If you don't have patience in this game, you'll blow accounts again and again and again. All you have to do is have a plan, stick to your plan, and let your plan make you some money. If it has to make you a millionaire, you'll be a millionaire. If it has to make you thousands, yeah, you'll be a thousandaire. But the most important thing is following your plan. That's the most important thing. So this here is EURGBP. And if ever you're asking yourself, where did I post this post or signals, I post them on my Telegram group. And let me tell you something, kings and queens, the True Forex community does not charge anything. If ever there is a group out there saying that you have to pay for a VIP or anything such as like taking out money, it's literally a scam. We charge no money for anything. Everything here is for free. We share signals for free. We share setups for free. We share strategies for free. We charge nothing. We charge nothing. It's all for free. So I will leave a link in the description below, a Telegram link though. We don't have a WhatsApp group or any VIP group. The only group that we have is a Telegram link that we will leave in the description below. So please like and subscribe so that I will be sharing more outlooks on how we'll be able to catch these setups, and maybe someday I will have another breakdown teaching you the strategy step by step, like making sure that I create a course, simple course teaching this strategy step by step, because this is one of the best strategies that you could ever learn, and this is my edge. I don't know if someone is also trading this strategy out there, but this is my edge and I trust it. In the last 2 weeks we had 100% win rate. I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but I believe some good news will come out of this strategy. Either way, take care, traders.